Good day to all of you. We are the Group 4 and this is the continuation of the topic about basketball. Becoming a great basketball player means hard work, discipline, and lots of training. Here are the 7 skills every player should master. First is the dribbling. So what is dribbling? A dribble is a movement of a ball crossed by a player in control who throws or taps the ball to the floor. So, kung ikaw ang may hawak ng bola, you need to dribble or else you will be called for a violation. And when will the dribble end? When touches the ball simultaneously with both hands, permits the ball to come and rest while he is in control of it, tries for a field goal, throw a pass, touches the ball more than once while dribbling before it touches the floor, loses control, and allows the ball become dead. So, kailan ba natatapos ang pagdidribble? So, natatapos ang pagdidribble kapag nahawaan mo na ng dalawang mong kamay ang bola. Then, kapag pinasa mo ang bola, doon din matatapos ang pagdidribble. Matatapos din pagdidribble kapag sinubukan mong mag-field goal or tumira sa ring.
My name is Angelo Awitas. Shooting. Shooting is the most important skill in basketball. The fundamental skill of passing, dribbling, defense, and rebounding may enable you to get a high percentage shot, but you must still be able to make the shot. A large part of shooting is mental attitude. In addition to shoot skill, must have confidence in yourself. To shoot well, the integration of mental and mechanical aspect of shooting, posture, shooting success. Here are some example of videos of fundamental skills. Passing. Passing is the quickest and most effective way to get the ball from player to player and move it around the court. The more passes that are made by offense, the more you will challenge the defense. It keeps them scrambling, frustrated, and tired.
Rebounding. A player who dominates the board can curve out from career mainly on the talent alone. Drills like the tip drill, where the players repeatedly elevate to rebound the ball and put it right back out the glass again. Teach you to meet the ball up high and look to run that rebound right back into another shot when in on defense. Defending. Offense may be flashy, but defense is no less important. Developing pass hands to make a steal of the dribble or an intimidating presence around the rim and deter driving opponents can make you a terror to deal with on the court. When your defense skills are strong enough, you can even use them to quickly turn the table and set up the fast break responses.
Unexpected like a mixtape, catch out your crib if you read this is too late. When they chop at a nigga, now he running like a track race. Catch a nigga while he waiting on his dinner, got his head off his ass with a full plate. Nigga talking shit, put the metal to his mouth, now I call his ass brace face. Unexpected like a mixtape, catch out your crib if you read this is too late. When they chop at a nigga, now he running like a track race. Catch a nigga while he waiting on his dinner, got his head off his ass with a full plate. Nigga talking shit, put the metal to his mouth, now I call his ass brace face.
My name is JBS Nabal. So yung papakita ko sa inyo ang foot movement at jumping. Saan nga ba ginagamit ang foot movement at jumping? Pwedeng sa basketball, volleyball.
Type of movement in human body. Flexion means bending. Extension means straightening. Abduction means moving away from the reference axis. Adduction, bringing closer to the reference axis. Protrusion means forward. Jump is defined as to bounce or spring from the ground or from one surface to another.
What each basketball signal means. Referees are constantly using hand signals on the court. Each one represents a foul call or an action that needs to be communicated. These hand signals are mainly in a place to allow players and coaches to understand the call that was just made, in spite of the spectator noise in loud environments. That being said, these hand signals often dial up the noise in basketball stadiums, even foreigner, when signifying a significant call. Let's start with traveling. Traveling, when the ball handler takes too many steps without giving the ball. The referee blows the whistle and calls a traveling violation. This will result in the offensive team losing possession of the ball or become turnover. The traveling signal is made by the referee by making a rolling spinning motion with both of his arms. Also, if a player has stopped dribbling and moves their pivot foot, this is also considered a traveling violation.
Second rule. The 3-second rule, also referred to as the 3-second rule or 3 in the key, often termed as the lane violation, requires that in basketball, a player shall not remain in their team's foul lane for more than 3 consecutive seconds, while that player teams in control of a live ball in the front court and the game clock is running. The countdown starts when one foot enters the restricted area and resets when both feet leave the area. Dito yung 3 seconds violation kapag yung nandun ka sa ilalim ng ring, yung loob ng sa free throw. Kapag ka 3 seconds kang nakatayo doon ng walang ginagawa or hindi ka nalabas sa guhit, doon ka tipituhan ng referee. Sabi dito, nag-uumpisa ang bilang kapag ka nag-umpisa kang pumasok sa linya, kapag pumasok ng iyong isang paa. And kapag ka naman matatanggal ang bilang nito kapag ka umalis ka ng dalawang paa. Then, next naman ay the 5-second rule. In basketball is a violation called on the basketball handler. Once a player on offense receives the ball, they have 5 seconds to either dribble or hold the ball until they have to shoot, pass, or switch from dribbling to holding the ball and vice versa. The 5-second count will only start if the ball handler is being guarded by a defender. Dito naman yung kapag pinasahan mo ang kakampi mo ng bola, then hindi siya sumut, hindi niya pinasa, or either hindi siya nag-dribble, doon siya tatawagan ng 5-second violation. Pag nakatayo lang siya tapos walang ginagawa, yun, 5-second violation yun kapag hindi niya pinasa. Then, next naman natin ay the 10-second rule. Dito naman ay ginagamit ang 10 seconds kapag sa free throw. Sabi dito, the NBA rule book says a player has 10 seconds to shoot a free throw after receiving the ball from the official. If he takes more than 10 seconds, he is in violation of league rules and is penalized. The opponent gets possession. Ito naman, kapag nag-free throw, you have 10 seconds to shoot. Kapag naubos ang 10 seconds mo sa free throw, yun, doon ka tatawagan na mag-violation mo, pipituan na record. So, yun lang.
Over and back violation. It means once the offensive team crosses the midcourt line, they are not allowed to go back across it. If they do, the referee will blow the whistle and call an over-back violation. This will result in a loss of possession for the offensive team. The hand signal for this is hand rotate like it's palming, like this.
There. There's no one watching the ball.
Carrying or palming the ball. It means this isn't called much by officials in college basketball or the NBA, but is called quite in a bit during young kids games. Carrying happens when the ball handler either palms the ball or tries to scoop underneath it instead of dribbling correctly. The penalty for carrying results in a turnover for the offense. The hand signal for this is the same as over and back like this. Hand check. It means when a defender limits an offensive player with his hand check call is made by the official. The hand signal is an open hand in the air while the other hand grabs the wrist. Like this.
Double dribbling. An illegal action in basketball made when a player dribbles the ball with two hands simultaneously or continues to dribble after allowing the ball to come to rest in one or both hands.
His first points. Zvesta staying perfect from the line. Kalathis thought about bouncing it in, and that's going to be a turnover on Kalathis as he tried to feed the pass.
A blocking foul occurs when an attacking player makes contact with an opposing player, causing the defender to lose his balance and then fall over.
Nangyayari ang jump ball kapag ang dalawang magkalabang team ay sabay na humawak sa bola at ang defensive team shall be rewarded the ball. The referee signals a jump ball by giving two thumbs up sign. Pushing is an illegal personal contact with any part of the body where a player forcibly moves or attempts to move an opponent with or without the ball. The referee makes a shoving motion with his arms to signal a pushing foul.
Charging foul occurs when an offensive player makes a significant contact with a defensive player who has established their position with both feet on the ground and their torso square facing the opponent. This will result in turnover and will count as a personal foul to the offensive player. It will also count against the number of team fouls and may result in free throws. If the team is over the limit to make charging call, the official simply put his hand in his hand and stick out his elbow like this. A defender cannot hold an offensive player. If he does, a holding call will be made. To signal the holding, the ref holds his wrist. This results in a personal foul on the defender like this.
Intentional foul. Intentional foul should be called whenever a player obviously neutralizes an opponent's obvious advantage, or when contacts occur with an opponent who is clearly not in the play, or when the contact is not attempt to play the ball. Certainly excessive contact remain as one of type of intentional foul. The penalty for an intentional foul is 2 free throws, 3 on an unsuccessful 3-point field goal try to the offended player plus the ball the offended team for a throw-in in the designated spots closest where the foul occurred. Technical foul. In basketball, a technical foul is any infraction of the rules penalized as a foul which does not involve physical contact during the course of playing between opposing player on the court, or is a foul by a non-player. The most common technical foul is for unsportsmanlike conduct. The deliberate act of throwing the ball or any object at an official by a player, coach, trainer, or other team bench person is a technical foul and violators are subject to ejection from the game. punching fouls, although recorded as both personal and team fouls, are unsportsmanlike act.
No score. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng no score? Example nito is kapag yung shooter makes a shot pero nauna yung foul ng kalaban, it means the shot doesn't count kasi the shooter is fouled. Yun yung tinatawag na no score. 30 seconds timeout. Nangyayari ito kapag kailangan na mabilis ang adjustment ng coach or hindi talaga kausapin yung mga players. Pero minsan nangyayari ito kapag may delay sa game or nagkakalituan yung mga referees. Sila na mismo yung magtatawag ng timeout.
3-point attempt. It means to let the scorer table know that a player has attempted a 3-point shot. The official will hold up 3 fingers. 3-point score. It means when a player hits a 3-pointer, the ref will raise both hands to signal that it was a successful 3-point shot.
Scoreboard. Scoreboard is a large board for publicly displaying the score. Most levels of sport from high schools and above use at least one scoreboard for keeping the score, measuring time, and displaying statistics. Scoreboards in the past used a mechanical clock and numeral cards to display the score. So ito po yung example pictures ng scoreboard. So yan, sa unang picture, ito yung kadalasan makikita natin sa mga covered court na scoreboard. Yan, diyan makikita yung kung anong score nyo at ng kalaban, mga fouls ilan. Itong scoreboard na to, ito yung makikita natin sa mga arena, mga pangmalakihan laro. Yan lahat ng statistic ng player. Kasi din dyan diyan din makikita yung mga ads at naka-live na laro ng basketball. So yun, ito yung sa sinasabi kanina na old scoreboard, kung di ako nagkakamali. Ito yung ginagamit na numeral cards. Tapos itong huli, ito yung kadalasang gamit natin sa pag mga street basketball lang, mga street game, mga chok-chok lang ang gamit. Score sheet. Score sheet is the special record of the game. If there are any disputes, the official will refer to the score sheet. So, ito naman ang score sheet. Yan. Kung sa scoreboard, naka-display lang dun ang score ng buong team at mga foul. Dito naman, dito lahat nakalagay ang pangalan ng team, pangalan ng mga player at number nila. Kung ilan yung foul, ilan ang score ng player na yon. Ganyan, nakalagay dito lahat. Naka-record para at the end of the game, malalaman kung sino yung magiging MVP. Yan. Ganyan.